Who wants some smoked peach cobbler? I took my grandmother's recipe, brought it out on the patio, and cooked it on the smoker. I can't wait to try this classic that's been in my family for years. All right, the first thing we want to do to our peach cobbler, we've got our Traeger running at 350 degrees. We've got our Lodge casserole 9x13 pan on the grill. I've got a stick of unsalted butter. I'm gonna get it on here and let it start melting in that pan. And when it melts all the way, we'll take it back over the cutting board and get our peach cobbler dumped in. Smoked peach cobbler, what can I say? Today, it's easy, quick, and doesn't take long. You can make it in the oven or on your smoker. It's completely up to you. But I'm kicking back this old school recipe. This is just something that's in my grandmother's cookbook that honestly, she used to cook all the time because it was so easy. So we're gonna start off with a cup of flour here. Once we get that cup of flour in, we're gonna add a cup of sugar to it. And we're also gonna add a little pinch of salt. And now, I'm just gonna mix up the dry ingredients here, get them kind of mixed around, and then we're gonna add about 1.25 cups of milk. Now you can do just a single cup if you want. Always add just a little bit more, because really and truly, cup, and a stick of butter is this recipe. But like I said, I want just a little more milk in mine. So I'm gonna add in this milk till I make a wet batter. Now, once you've got this nice and incorporated, we gotta get our butter melted in our Lodge 9x13 casserole dish. Let's go get it out of the smoker, bring it over here, mix this peach cobbler up, get it back on the grill. All right, you can see that our stick of butter is completely melted here in our cast iron casserole dish. Let's get it over to our cutting board and mix this cobbler into it. Now that we've got our melted butter over here, let's go ahead and pull our gloves back off. So I'm gonna take our wet batter here, give it another stir, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in. Now, once you get all your wet batter in there, I'm gonna take 2 cans of peaches and pour them in. And I'm going juice and all. Now, once you get this mixed in here, I'm not gonna mix it, I'm not gonna do anything. Now, I'm not a cinnamon eater myself, but if you want a little bit of ground cinnamon on top, be sure to sprinkle it on now. You can also add a little bit of nutmeg if you want. If you're feeling a little wild, you can use a little bit of our peach rub if you want more of a little bit of a kick. But for me, I'm going traditional, keeping it just like my grandmother used to make it, going back on the smoker at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes or until this is set all the way. All right, let's go 45 minutes. And we're gonna find out if it tastes like my grandmother used to make with a kiss of smoke. And I know that these roll oak charcoal pellets right here are gonna give me an authentic taste that everybody's gonna love. All right, guys, our smoked peach cobbler is finally done. I took a peek at it. Now, here's where I'm gonna be honest, I made a mistake. I cooked our cobbler at 350 degrees. It took about 1 hour and 40 minutes to cook. I should have been cooking at 400 for about a little over an hour. That's what I should have done. And so you can see though, our cobbler is nice, beautiful, set up. Let's get it over the cutting board, let it cool, and get a bite. All right, there's not one thing to do, and that's get in here and try this peach cobbler. But before I do, let's recap a little bit. I took a cup of milk, a cup of sugar, a cup of flour, and made my batter. I melted a stick of butter in my Lodge cast iron 9x13 casserole dish, poured the dry mixture over in it, and then added 2 cans of peaches. Now, I cooked at 350 degrees. I checked it after 45 minutes, and after 45 minutes, I noticed that the middle wasn't setting. One tip, that if you want to set a little quicker, you can drain the juice off of your peaches, or you can knock that milk down to 1 cup versus 1.25 cups. It's totally up to you. But depending on what you're cooking on, with us cooking on a pellet grill today, I think I would go 400 degrees instead of 350, but it's totally left up to you because it's just a cobbler. You're only cooking it till it sets anyway. So either way is fine. So let's get in here and try this cobbler. Now, you know I gotta go for that crusty end bite, right? It's hot. The gentle kiss of smoke that the cobbler picked up from the roll-up pellets off of the Traeger, it makes this dish phenomenal. Be sure to try it at your next family get-together. I'm sure to please everybody. If you like what we're doing, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, and YouTube. I'll see you next week with another video.